What do you think the power of your grandfather, the power of creation, Garmadon to Lloyd? Hello, I'm Sensei the Dark Master, and today's installment of The Lore of Ninjago. In today's video, we shall be covering the elemental essence of creation. We shall be covering its history, notable users, creatures that have used it as well, various objects that contain the power, and the powers that it gives a user, as well as the few weaknesses it has. The power of creation's origins have been lost to the endless sea of time, much like those of the other elemental essences. It was, however, the primary power of the dragons, and they used it in their endless warring against the evil Oni. The first Spinjitzu master would later inherit these powers, and after failing to stop the war in the first realm between the two races, he decided to leave and go to the realm of Ninjago to create the realm of Ninjago. He would later pass down these powers to both of his kids. Master Wu, as a child, would first use creation Spinjitzu to fight off bullies that attacked him and his brother when the two tried to buy tea in Ouroboros. He would later use an enhanced state of creation via the Forbidden Scrolls to defeat Asphira and stop her coup attempt against King Mambo V. He again used creation Spinjitzu against the Time Twins during the initial battle for all time. From there, creation would not be prominently used again until the ninja fought the Skulkin. There, the four ninja used the Tornado of Creation technique to create a Ferris wheel to imprison the Skulkin. They would also use it again when they created a slingshot to fight Samurai X, and they also used it to create the Ultrasonic Rider in their battle against the Great Devourer. It would be used infrequently on and off again, with the main examples being when Wu used Spinjitzu against the ghosts as well as Anachondrite cultists, but then would return in grand form when Lloyd, the ninja, Wu, and even Lord Garmadon united to create the Tornado of Creation and to permanently defeat the Oni once again. From there, it again returned to of minor importance, but it would always remain in the background, thanks to Master Wu. The elemental essence of creation corresponds with the colors white and pale gold, and was used in its pure form by three individuals, those being the first Spinjitzu master himself, who is essentially the god of this world, and his two sons, Master Wu and surprisingly Lord Garmadon. The ninja could also use the power via the Tornado of Creation technique, but we'll cover that in a bit. A trio of creatures have possessed the elemental essences of creation to different degrees. The first are the dragons in general, specifically through the four elements of creation. The dragon which was associated with creation the most closely was, not surprisingly, Master Wu's dragon, which was the elemental dragon of creation. The third and final creature with the elemental essence of creation was the Colossus, created by Lord Garmadon during the Sons of Garmadon arc, which not only defeated the four ninja, but forced Lloyd and Nia into hiding to create the resistance. Eventually, the ninja returned and defeated Colossus. And in addition to these entities, there are several objects/tools that also contain this sacred power of creation. Individually, the four golden weapons can each wield an element. The sword of fire wields fire, the nunchucks of lightning wield lightning, the shurikens of ice wield ice, and the scythe of quakes wields earth. But when combined, the four can use the tornado of creation when their users work together. The mega weapon, which was forged from the golden weapons by Lord Garmadon at the Golden Peaks, could also use this power in an even stronger way. Now let us cover the many powers that creation bestows upon a user. The first and most famous power creation can give a person is that of materiokinesis, in which a user can create and manipulate both organic and inorganic matter in whatever purpose he wants, using the four main elements, as demonstrated with the tornado of creation. However, unlike the golden power, materials and objects are required for this to happen. With materialization, the user can create organic or inorganic matter from nothing or create anything he or she wants, even souls or life, either as finished objects or simply unfinished materials. The user has the power to make it a reality. Included under this power, there are several subpowers. The first subpower category is matter creation. The user can create any type of artificial, inorganic, or organic matter, as well as any object, as demonstrated when Garmadon created the Colossus. With construct materialization, users can change anything into tools, objects, weapons, and other items, and create structures/buildings of various permanence. The users who have mastered this ability can use it to do almost anything, creating anything that they need. With matter melding, a user can cause separate and distinct items to combine into one new item. Some can fuse multiple different elements to make one item. This ability can extend to morphing and reshaping existing matter on physical contact. With matter alteration, users are capable of transmuting matter into different forms. They are capable to create and absorb matter and energy, shape and even build it into anything of their choosing. With elemental manipulation, the user can manipulate and create the basic elements of nature, i.e., ice, earth, lightning, and fire, due to creation composing of them. With material ergokinesis, user can manipulate creation energy into either an energy wave that sends opponents flying, or an infusion/strike, which can infuse themselves or an object with energy to create. This can strengthen their own natural abilities as well as that of others. The mega weapon crafted by Garmadon granted a few distinct creation powers, unlike other sources of creation. First and most prominent is that it can grant wishes via the power of wish granting. A person is granted many distinctive abilities, like duplication, elemental manipulation, time travel, and even the ability to resurrect extinct life forms like grundles. The Mega Weapon also has two passive abilities, those being mind manipulation. As demonstrated when the Mega Weapon was destroyed, it was able to erase the memories of anyone not present at its own destruction. It also disintegrates anyone who doesn't have his or her own elemental powers, like it did when an unfortunate pirate tried to steal the Mega Weapon from Garmadon, or an unfortunate Nimdroid tried to gather the golden weapons. Let's, for a brief moment, discuss how creation can be used in the Lego Ninjago movie. Here it is a much weaker ability, similar in some ways on how the movie is, well, a weaker version of the TV show. Here, creation only has a single ability, that being a weakened material kinesis, in which Sensei Wu can manipulate the basic elements of nature, with the addition of water. Those, of course, being fire, earth, lightning, ice, and, well, as I mentioned before, water. Overall, it's a pretty much a huge downgrade, and it's much like the movie itself, it's utter trash. With all these powers, creation does have a few weaknesses. Well, firstly, individuals like the Serpentine or the Overlord are immune to the Mega Weapon's mind manipulation, and people with elemental powers can wield the Mega Weapon with ease. Also, creation is great, but it's a great deal weaker than the Golden Power, lacking nigh omnipotence, and usually requires outside resources to actually create things. So this is not always the case. It also tends to drain a person's energy a lot quicker. Well, what can we learn from the power of creation? Well, we can learn that to us, our only limit is our abilities of our imagination. I'm Sensei the Dark Master, and I hope I've made you more aware of how imagination can be of great importance. Join me next time in the dojo of Ninjago lore. Subscribe if you like this kind of content, and have a nice day.